Uh-oh. 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 The kitty cat is here! Late. Commanding Oni-chan, commanding Fisty, commanding Aspect 345, commanding Latuga! By the way, Latuga, I forgive you for talking badly about Max. I only saw that message, like, last night. I didn't realize you sent it. Commanding Live Type, commanding Mama, commanding Owl Knight. 10 minutes moon late and gay. I know, I wanted to cancel the stream. I wanted to cancel, but how can I cancel? You guys need to do the IQ test. Commanding my son, how are you, Ty? Commanding Squirtle Squad 77. I do exist. I am here. Commanding Luxifate, thank you for calling me Maple. Thank you for calling me Princess Maple Live Type. Commanding Ice Cream, Ice Crime, Ice Crime, Ice Crime, how are you? Commanding Sheeple. You cute little puppy. Howdy do, princess. Howdy? I abandoned playing musical instruments and singing. Want to pick it back up at some point? Please, feel free to pick it back up. I think that's awesome. I wish I could sing. I think I might be tone deaf. Commanding the consultant 427. Commanding Dieter from Spronkets. How are you? I am I'm doing fantastic and fabulous. Good job on staying consistent despite temptations to quit, right? I mean, yeah, the manga I mentioned yesterday, I was reading a lot of that today, and it's really inspired me to just keep going forward and trying my best, even though I'm very aware that, I'm inadequate. What would you say your favorite meal is? Um, Um, I feel like you can't go wrong with pizza, but I don't know. I have to think about it. Let's see. It's called Wanitogagegisu. I'm saying that wrong. I'm going to copy paste the name. Actually, I can't. Can I? Can. Wow, wow, wow. It's so good. I'm only on chapter 28 out of 40 something, but I got to chapter 12. Nice, nice, Sheeple. Thank you for reading it. Thank you for checking it out anyway. I think that's awesome. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's over exaggerated, but at the same time, it feels really realistic too. Like, I like the writing. Reading, I get too jealous. Jealous of whom? Jealous of what? You're adequate, you're enough? You're just convinced that you aren't true. I compare myself to the universe. It's silly. Yes, it's silly. It's very silly and hopeful in a way. And yeah, I feel like the reason I choose pizza is because I feel like you can't go wrong with pizza. Like, it's always fine, or it's fine to amazing. I don't think I've ever had bad pizza in my entire life. Anyway, um, lucky for you, I don't have too much to talk about today because I've been staying off of YouTube and Reddit. I'm unaware of the goings-ons of the world around. Bad pizza absolutely exists. Where? Where can you find? No, pineapple on pizza is the goat. Had some amazing pizza earlier today. I'm jealous. Hawaiian pizza is delicious. I've never had a bad pizza. Yes, I'm unaware of the goonings on, except for my own. I really gotta stop. I need to be Mrs. Nunson again. And also, you should be proud of me. Before stream, I was tempted to just go live, but I decided to not hold it. Spinach on pizza ruined pizza for me for a while. Mm. I haven't tried spinach as a topping yet. I'm wondering how much of it would cause it to ruin pizza. I think a little bit should be fine, but maybe if it's too much, you're being a contrarian. Maybe I am. Come down in Coronium. Hi, 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 hi. Thank you for not holding it in. You're welcome. You know, I started having these strange pains, not in my tummy as usual, not low enough to really be my ovaries, but like on the sides, almost like front sides of my belly. And I'm like, oh, I think that's from. Am I giving myself like a bladder infection? What's going? I'm not pregnant, unless Max. I don't think Max can do that to me. I made ice cream today. Let's see if it becomes ice or cream tomorrow. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome, Ted Maria. I've never made ice cream before, but it's on the list. Steak on pizza completely ruins pizza. I'm tempted to agree. I haven't had steak on pizza yet, though. Not holding it. Yay. The first time I tried making cauliflower pizza, it was like saltine cracker. Hard, salty, white, like a bad elder neighbor? Wait. Wait. Good morning, just some guy who cares. Thank you for calling me mama. I'm late to the stream too, so it's fine. Is the pain okay? Yeah, it might be your kidneys, right, Ty? That's what I was thinking. Like, am I giving myself kidney stones? I had them once. Yes, I can confirm they do hurt. Yeah, I'll try to stop. I don't want to hold it in. I don't want to hold it in. I'll tell you guys what happened. Nobody asked, but I'll just tell you. So, this morning, I went to use the restroom, and then I noticed there was no toilet paper. So I went to go to the laundry room to get toilet paper, but I had my AirPods in, I was listening to music, and I didn't realize my stepdad was in the laundry room. So I kind of like awkwardly bumped into him, and I can't exist in the same space that he's in. I don't know. I just can't do it. So I like turned around, acted like nothing happened, went back to the bathroom for like a couple of minutes, and then I was like, I have no idea how long he's gonna be in there. So then I left the bathroom, I locked the door, went back to my room, and I ended up taking a nap. Yeah, a dad jump scare. And then that went on like all day because I didn't want to leave my bedroom after that incident. It kind of like shook me up for the whole day. It shook me up for the whole day. And I could hear my nephew being loud. And I was just like, nope, I'm not leaving my cave. I'm staying in my cave. My swamp, like Shrek. Yeah, anyway. Hi, Master Protos. Thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Sounds like a perfect time for emergency bottle. Get the buckets, mom. Yeah, a bottle or the buckets. You know, I just, you know, I briefly considered it, but I wasn't that. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say this. I think I've already said too much. I'll just say I may or may. I shouldn't say this. Oni-chan, stop me. Okay, I'm stopping myself. I won't go there. But I did something that was like a plan B. Is there any lore behind why you avoid him? Oh boy. There's lore. There's lore. Some people would use the actual toilet paper roll to wipe or sacrifice a washcloth. Oh yeah. Usually I keep backup under the sink, but this time I did it. Just say it. Shower time. Lechunga, you read me like a book. I didn't piss in the shower. I have too much self-respect to do that. But I did shower in lieu of going to get more toilet paper. I was like, you know what? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Use a sock? No, I can't use a sock because I'm a woman. I'll get a yeast infection if I do that. Learn to avoid my mom existing nearby long enough. The toilet grows, right? She just used a shower head quick. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys more about not bathroom shenanigans. I want to see. Okay, let's start a timer. Today is August 5th. I am not allowed to talk about peeing for the rest of the month, okay? I think I've reached the limit on this topic. I am not allowed to bring it up. Now, if the chat brings it up, it's your fault. But I won't mention it for at least 1 month, okay? I need to take a break. Buy toilet paper to nag my brother into doing groceries. I always tell him when you run out of paper, see how you like taking a shower? I used to do that when I was little and didn't want to use the toilet in stubbornness. Clean equals clean. The shower head is a really big bidet. Mint Acorn 83201. Good meowing. Welcome to the stream. I'm being a good kitty. Yes, Ty. I'm sorry too. Good meowing glitched angle. Holding it in for the rest of the month. No, I won't hold it. I just won't discuss it. Anyway, the Mounting Jack's life for hire. You're never gonna make the gold moon. I'm gonna try. What else? Oh, I read more book this morning about willpower. This time discussing what exactly was it about? Oh yes, permission to sin, basically. It was a very interesting chapter. Very provocative idea that the more we virtue signal, the more we try to appear as virtuous, the more we give ourselves permission to cheat and to do bad. And it got very interesting, but I'm gonna sit on that for a while and come back to it because I want to finish the stream on time. The Man and Crafty Crobat games, I won't do it. What family member are you the most comfortable around? My late kitty cat, but he's gone now. Rest in peace. Not piss, but peace, rather. I'm not gonna do it, H-Law, maybe not. Commanding. I won't do it. Okay. What happens when you instantly overload a wire? I don't know the answer to that question. Wait. I don't think... What was it? It was either... It melts or vaporizes or the other one. I don't think it was the other one. I think it either is melt or vaporize. Right? Is it vaporize? Wait, how much, what does instantly mean and what does overload mean? There's some crazy people who shit on urinals. Oh, ew, ew, ew. They need help. They need to learn. It does feel like the hardest virtue signalers are trying to compensate for something. It's kind of the opposite. By having to present themselves as so virtuous, they start getting sort of a complex, and then they're kind of easy on themselves in ways that are just very morally wrong. It's a very, very interesting topic. I want to do it more credit, and I don't want to misrepresent the studies, but it's very, very, very interesting. It makes me think a lot about politics. Doesn't make much sense. Being good shouldn't give you more right to do bad. Right, Dieter from Sprockets. I would assume the same. I would think the very same thing as you. But it turns out, when... I don't know why. I don't know why it is. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. There are studies that show that this happens over and over and over again. The more it's oh, I don't know. I don't understand why either. Humans are a conundrum. Good morning, Salty Brine. I just turned 14. This is too deep, you know, relatable. Anyway, the metal doesn't vaporize ever. Explodes? Okay, so then it melts? It's okay, Leister. I was late too. Good morning. Good morning, praise the song. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Humility is the key. It's not just stereotypical freaky Catholic schoolgirl stereotype. It's like a whole lot of things. I want to tell you guys about the study, but I feel like I'm going to be taken out of context. But it was very, very interesting, right? It was very interesting. Just trust me on it. Good morning, Chad Keith. A lot of people who claim to be virtuous do this because they're doing more good than bad in their mind. That's how they mentally justify it. And they see what they're doing as bad to not be bad because insert good thing they've done this week. Yeah. It's like a license to sin. And you know, it reminds me a lot of Christianity, but I don't want to go, I should not venture into religious talk. Moon is back to being a traditional wife. I would love to be a wife, but I don't think I'm marriage material. Anyway, let's start the show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning into Love Talk with me, Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats about all things love, life, and anime. Because why not? Good morning, Jacoba 14. Today is Otaku Tuesday. It's also Taco Tuesday. You should check your local Taco Bell. They might have free tacos. Apparently, that's a thing that I didn't know about. But anyway, before it's too late, I'm going to talk about an anime of the day, then ask you a question of the day. Then I'm going to give you the IQ test of the week. And then, just for success, I have a surprise. So let's get this show on the road, why don't we? I said the thing. You got any moon? I got plenty. I fell asleep. Okay. Taco Bell, hey, I know, right? Taco Bell has no right being as expensive as it is. Excuse me. Bring back like 60 cents burritos or whatever. They're way too expensive. You gotta be shitting me. I cook better tacos, I believe you. Taco Bell is worth? No, it's not. Not anymore. You can get 8-piece chicken bucket for $10. $10 is too expensive. Food is too expensive. And because of that, I'm going on a hunger strike out of protest. Nobody is marriage material until they are. It just kind of happens. Thank you, Elf, for a man. Good morning. Okay, anime of the day. Drum roll, please. Still not a drum roll, but I'm trying my best. Okay. This one was a disappointment. This anime felt disappointing to me, and I don't know if it's because I didn't give it a fair shot, but I don't know, boys. Okay. It's called Haikyuu. It's about volleyball. It's another sports anime, which is one of my favorite genres. For some reasons. I have no idea what the reason is. But I didn't like this one. Good morning, Kaden. Good morning, Rise Up for 20 God to 1. You're already on a hunger strike staying in the room. That's true. And I love you too. Love this anime? Gay. 10. No, this is beloved. Haikyuu is a classic. It's a yaoi anime again. People consider it peak, but I think it's because they like the implied mental yaoi. Exactly. Wait a minute. You're just burnt out on sports yaoi. That could be true. It could be that I've just hit my cap. My sister used to love it, but I never got into sports anime. I feel like the main lead is too much of a femboy. It's sports, so it's slop to me. Sports anime don't have to be slop. I like it because I play volleyball. It was entertaining. Dieter from Sprockets, can you explain to me how volleyball scoring works? That I am completely confused. How does it work? I felt like they were counting backwards. What does a 2 in the middle stand for? I couldn't tell if it was like 25 or I don't understand. And how do you win? Hit the other side of the floor? Like, there were parts where I thought one team got a point, but the opposite team got the point. Oh, the middle one is the round. Okay. Got it. You keep recommending Yuri on Ice. I will never watch it. Also, I don't look for yaoi sports. I like it for the sports, not the yaoi part. Number in the middle is a set. Okay. People love it. I can't bring myself to watch an anime. That's all dudes exercising. I need waifus. I don't mind the dudes exercising, but I understand. Click on master list of anime. See how far you have to go before you see it, even a single sports anime. Yeah, Jacoba 14, but don't you know? I'm a hipster. I'm built different. I'm not like regular anime normies who like what they like. I like other things. Yeah, sports is redundant. I have to think about this. 5 sets. First to 25 wins. It's a win by 2 scoring. 5th set goes to 15, but win by 2 still applies. A win by 2. Okay, so either So either the first to 25 or 15 on the 5th set. I don't get it. But win by 2? Yeah? I don't know. I don't understand, I think. Cute Loli's playing chess? Say Numo no ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis for the funnies. I don't know what that is. Need to win 3 out of 5. Okay. Okay, I understand. You need a 2-point lead if it's close. Some girls in the anime. Okay. Anyway, watch it if you want to watch it. Don't watch it if you don't want to watch it. I'll read part of the synopsis till I get bored. Ever since having witnessed the little giant and his astonishing skills on the volleyball court, Toyo Hinata has been bewitched by the dynamic nature of the sport. Yeah, he watches it, I think, on a TV in passing, and then he gets obsessed. Also he's really short, right? So he makes a big deal because he's like super short and nobody at his school wants to play volleyball, so he starts a team, but he's the only one on it, and then he like bribes and coerces people to join him, and eventually the ragtag volleyball team gets to go against another another team that's like an actual team, but that team has height and talent, but they lack passion for the game, and he's incredibly passionate. So, anyway, love playing volleyball. Short King anime. Volleyball is the one sport that Mama Moon wanted me to play. Like okay, good night, Ty. It's a lung cancer. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I I tried a lot of different sports. I played a lot of different things. But yeah, my mom didn't really care either way, but she did say she like I don't know why. Like now that I think about it, it's kind of weird. She's like, I always wanted you to play volleyball. And I'm like, okay, mom. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, leave that alone. Question of the day is, do you have hobbies that you abandon? I heard music and singing, like musical instruments and singing. What about other people? Any hobbies you abandoned lately? For me, it's language learning. I'm pretty sure I've written language study on my to-do list every day for like 3 or 4 years now. I just don't do it. I don't get around to it. Partially because I can't pick which language I really want to learn. I feel like learning Japanese would be the most um practical for my stream, right? But I'm more interested in Korean because I like a lot of Korean content. And then also I wanted to move to Scandinavia, although I don't think they'll take me because of my political beliefs. So I was gonna learn Norwegian and try to yeah, try to move there. Meow meow meow. Drawing and art. Okay, it's not too late to pick that back up. You can't do that to Duolingo. I don't use Duolingo anymore. I haven't used Duolingo in a long time. When does it become abandoned? No, you be the judge. I abandoned language learning too. My coding projects. Piano, got a keyboard next to me. Haven't played it in years. Sheeple, you should play like one thing tonight. Maybe one scale. How big is that daily to-do list? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? I gave up watching sports. Makes me too angry. Okay. Fair enough. Starting new hobbies, buying all the necessary stuff, then abandoning the hobby for another. Ooh, ooh. I hope you at least resell the things that you buy. Always wanted to learn to play guitar, learn one song, never did anything else. At least you could play that one song. I rotate between novel writing and coding. I don't think you've abandoned either, Lechuga. I think you do both. The Nords have fallen. Gave up on fishing. Used to day sail, haven't sailed since 2020, probably won't anytime soon. Sailing is so cool, but kind of dangerous, but cool. I've never gone fishing. I want to go fishing once before I die, but also I think I would feel sorry for the fishies. So I don't know. Maybe I just want to like be on the water. I don't can never stay with the hobby, never fully lose it, drop it a while, get the urge to start again, like drawing. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Didn't quit, just paused. Okay. Guitar. I like it. I have trouble sticking with stuff for over a year. Give it a go. Sailing is cool. Haven't touched music. Daw. Try. Comic that's abandoned. Catch and release. Buy a boat and live in it. Lechuga, how did you know? There's this couple. There's a couple of vegan nomads who live in a boat, and the wife is like an artist, and the hubby is like some sort of developer, and the two of them, they blog their life. They talk about, they like blog a lot about, how did I find them? I think I found them on the small internet or something, and they make games and stuff together. So they have like a studio, and they travel the world, and they talk about how inconvenient it is to live in a boat. You know, and not have like fully dependable electricity all the time. Vegan nomads, they're just hippies, Moon. I guess they're hippies, but I think they're too young to be like hippies. They're very cool though. I admire them. If I could, I don't know if I can pull them up now. Almost gave up on airsoft. There's too much to do, not enough time. When there is time, I don't use it for the things I want to do. Well, at least 10, Maria, at least you noticed. Because if you notice the issue, you could always make little efforts to work on it. Rich people problems. I don't know how rich they are. Complaining about the life they chose. They are hippies. That's just homeless. They're not homeless. They're very cool. They're very, very cool. You guys are heading on my internet friends. They're not my friends. They don't know I exist. What are they called again? I wonder if I don't think I could find it in time. I have too many bookmarks. I will look for it another time unless I forget. Anyway, we need to do the IQ test because we're running out of time. So let's begin. Here we go. Make it quick. Okay. For those of you who haven't played before, this is our weekly game of this or that. You pick one or two based on however you're feeling. And then you try to guess what this is about. Not IQ. TMC Adam. You got this. I believe in you. Hobo maxing. Butthole. Face versus density. Light versus dark. Two white, black. I like it. I like where you guys are going. Calm and chaos. 2 makes me aroused. Don't stick your thing in that. Joy versus sadness. I failed the last time. TMC Adam, I believe in you this time. You got it. Got it. Think outside the box. Think outside the universe. Think in your mind. Flat versus whole. Death versus light. Whiteboard versus black hole. I like where you're going with that. My uncle and aunt sold their New England property, built a boat, learned to work it, and sailed around the Caribbean, then sold the boat. Now they've been traveling and skiing and stuff. That sounds like the life. I'm envious of your aunt and uncle. Beginning or end? Ooh, I like where we're going with this. Contain versus nothing. Okay, you guys are on to something. Let's go on to hint number 2. Round 2. Creation versus destruction. Not enough versus too much. Inside versus beyond. Structure versus chaos. They're very rich from doing all the selling. Nice. What? So yeah, think about the first image. We had that blank canvas, and we had something like a black hole. Now we have paint and more paint, but something's interesting about the colors. Gay versus straight, life versus decay, joy and sadness, art and reality. Composite and discrete. Ooh, I like it. Purity and corruption. I like it too. Blend and contrast. Abstract versus reality. clowns, and goths. I like this. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. I think you guys are all on the right track, but if I were to nudge you in a closer direction without giving it away, I want you to imagine these images as they apply to your life or your worldview, how you view the world. I think that might be giving it away. New versus old, creation and destruction. Something versus nothing. My brain can't think as insane as Moon's. That's probably a good thing. That's a good thing. We have something colorful and something bleak is what I was going for with this. Optimism and pessimism. I have more questions. Joy and depression. Joy and sadness, child and adult. It's not a stage of life. It's not a stage of life, but the way you look at life. Or when I say life, I don't mean like your life. I mean all living things. Copium versus cynicism. Lechuga, you are the closest one so far. Lechuga, oh, life type. You're half correct. Yes, life type. You got half of it. Okay, I'll give you guys the last clue because you guys are gonna get it. And Luxifate is also half correct. Order versus chaos, potential versus complete. We have optimism and positivity versus nihilism. Life and death, Zen and tense. Well, now we already know half the puzzle. Here's the last hint. And yeah, Luxifate and life type both guess what the abyss is in number 2. Is it nihilism or nihilism? I feel like I say it wrong every day. Mama, let's go! Congratulations, Mama! Yay! I'll give you a drum roll. I'm just here to cheat off everyone. I'm too confuzzled. Snippers versus truth. The answer was existentialism versus nihilism, right? I'll explain. I'll explain. Abundance versus scarcity is also a nice one. It's a nice one. The second way, nihilism. Okay, I'll take it. I will have you know that Nietzsche got cucked and died in obscurity. Yeah, but he's famous now. He's famous now. I was blanking on what the opposite of nihilism. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I was thinking about that too, because there are arguments to be made for the opposite of nihilism being something else. But existentialism is sort of like life begins, I think, or meaning comes after existence, right? Like first we exist, and then we can add meaning to life. We can find a road or a journey. So that's why I picked this image. There's like a road. There's somewhere it can go. We don't know for sure where it's going, but we can add to it. And I think existentialism, it starts off like number 1 with a blank canvas. Nothing is inherently there. There's no meaning inherently there, but you can add color to it, like in option number 2. Whereas nihilism is more like, yeah, we're cooked, boys. Nothing matters. Existence is pointless, and it's all futile. Even if you try to find purpose, nothing will ever matter. So, I mean, pick whatever you want. You guys did a great job. Thank you for playing with me. I had a lot of fun. Which one are you? I vacillate between the two, but I think I lean heavily towards. Wait, is there a both? Can I be both? I feel like nihilism is correct. There is actually no meaning. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. We're all gonna die someday. I'm sorry if that scares you. I don't mean to trigger anyone. The manga from yesterday, you know, it touches on this too. So, but I think in the short life we have, we can paint. We can be painters and create a meaning and create a purpose or a purpose for our existence rather. Absurdism is both. Oh, okay. Most people get it wrong. It's supposed to be freeing concept, keep from stress. I agree, LF4man. I think because there is no meaning or purpose, that means you can do whatever you want. You could just do whatever you want. There's a unicorn in heaven. He shines rainbows upon those who believe. Okay, but which god do I have to believe in? We're all cooked, making them. Actually, you're right. We are cooked. Have you guys been outside lately? It's way too hot. It's way too hot. Okay, and this is for Suxas, who is not here today. I'm sorry for going over time, by the way. But anyway, here is our tomboy for the day. This is Yuzuru Nishimiya from A Silent Voice. I'm sure most of you have seen it. It's that anime film. The anime film. If you don't remember her, she's the younger sister of the main lead Shoko, and she's protective and caring. She could be kind of blunt and guarded, and maybe a little bit socially stunted because she wants to protect her older sister. It is peak. It's a kid brother in air quotes. Yeah, she's a girl. She's a girl. She's our tomboy. She's adorable. We give her head pats. And we give her a head pat, so we think about her a little bit today. So there you go. 103 degrees in Texas. Texas is too hot, I think, perhaps. I like this anime. It has a cute message. I love this anime too. I think it's so good. I like it so much. I like it so much because I feel like, I'm so used to everyone being a hero. It's so nice for someone to actually be the baddie and have a chance at redemption because, again, nothing matters in life. You gotta make of it what you will. Just because you're a bully for a while doesn't mean you have to be a bully for the whole time. You can make a comeback. You can get redemption if you try. Didn't cry though. I didn't cry either. It's hard to make me cry. I wanted to. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I won't say what I want. I give you guys a quote and then I leave. The stream is over. Here it is. Control your time, your effort, your habits, your health, your attitude, your mindset. Stolen from my fathers over on Twitter, otherwise known as X. They left out control your bladder. I'm not gonna mention piss anymore, but I'll just say they didn't include that in here. They said effort, habits, health, attitude, and mindset. But they didn't mention anything about piss. And neither will I for the next month, starting this stream. Starting next stream. It feels like common sense. I mean, maybe. Maybe, but I don't know if everybody thinks about these kinds of things. I don't know. I feel like other people are very different. It was funny when it was awkward for him to be hanging out with the little girl late at night. Have the 2015 manga preview. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. Okay, thank you guys for being here. I think I'm being kicked out. I leave. I leave. Goodbye. Enjoy this one. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I had a lot of fun. You are a pleasure to talk to and hang out with. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow with Waifu Wednesday. I don't know what kind of wives I'll bring, but hopefully they'll be the good kind. Have a great rest of your evening or day, wherever you are. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. See you. Bye. Bye. What?